I'm Chris from Play Comics, a show where we look at video games based on comic properties and how well they stick to that source material, a part of the Gonna Geek Network, just like the show you're checking out now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other astonishingly geeky shows at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
Harrigan, don't you show up in the damnedest places. Come here, Lieutenant. I got something you might find interesting.
What is this?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't know what you're dealing with. There's your killer. Wonderful, isn't it? Pheromone signature left by his body. These are scent molecules. Punch up 3. 10 years ago, one of his kind stalked and eliminated an elite special forces crew in Central America. There were 2 survivors. They indicated that when trapped, the creature activated a self-destruct device that destroyed enough rainforest to cover 300 city blocks. Remarkable weaponry. That's right, Lieutenant. Otherworld life forms.
Huh?
A fucking alien.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week we wade through the concrete jungle to match wits with the apex hunter who has all the advantages yet still gets outwitted by sweaty men in ripped clothing. Starring Danny Glover, Bill Paxton, and Kevin Peter Hall, it's 1990's Predator 2. But first, he's the annoying team rookie who tells horrible jokes and likes his balls squeezed. It's Rob. How are you doing, Rob?
Dude, ball squeezing is my specialty.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah. Yeah. First, I was like, man, I'm going to have to make a comment about sweaty men. But then you said I like my balls being squeezed. So thank you for that.
I play to your strengths.
You do.
You got any news for us this week?
I do. I do have some news. So first up on the docket, this past, I would say this past week, maybe 2 weeks ago. No, it happened this past week, but 2 weeks when you hear this because, you know, time travel. Yeah, time travel. Sure. Anyway, we had a momentous occasion. This is 2 articles put into one. I'm trying to stretch this out as long as possible for a tease.
Just get to it.
Oh, okay, fine. So, James Cameron has become the first filmmaker to direct 3 movies that grossed $2 billion.
God damn it.
So
Avatar 2 has crossed the $2 billion mark?
It did.
Oh,
it did. So you got Avatar 1, Avatar 2, and then Titanic. In the same vein of that, Zoe Saldana has become the first actor or actress to star in 4 films that has broken $2 billion at the box office. 2 of them being Avatar, 2 of them being Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. So she's the only actress that has starred in 4 different films that have broken the $2 billion mark. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
So maybe she is the lucky charm for a $2 billion movie.
She is, apparently, because whatever she touches is gold. And, you know, frankly, she can touch me anytime she wants.
She's not going to touch you.
Oh, man. All right. Well, damn.
Good try.
I tried.
Yeah. What else you got?
Are you ready for a Jared Leto movie?
I'm ready. No, goddamn, it's just bad news after bad news, isn't it?
I guess. It doesn't get any better. Apparently, or supposedly, or the word on the street is that Jared Leto is getting started on a new movie here pretty soon.
And we care why?
Pretty soon being August. Production starts in August in Vancouver for his latest project.
And we care why? Drop the fucking ball.
Oh, okay. It's Tron 3, Tron Ares.
Oh my God. Yeah, I heard he was going to be in Tron 3. First,
Yep.
I don't know why they're making a Tron 3. I
Well,
don't remember
supposedly it
Tron
did good.
2 doing that well.
It did fine. Okay, so Tron 2 did fine in the US, not so great overseas.
Which is a larger market.
Right. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess Disney is bound and determined to make this IP work. Honestly, I didn't mind it. I thought Tron 2 was pretty decent.
Honestly, I don't really like any of the Tron movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they're interesting. They're decent. I'll watch it all day long for Olivia Wilde. But
I would watch Olivia Wilde reading a phone book. So,
well, shoot, I'd watch Olivia Wilde watching paint dry, as long as the paint is on her. Wow, I'm 2 for 2 in creepy news.
Yep.
I'm really hoping I don't make it 3 for 3. But anyway, so there's no word on whether or not Olivia Wilde or what's his face,
Jeff
Hedlund.
Bridges.
No, not Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges is dead. Garrett Hedlund. Jeff Bridges isn't dead, but his character.
I was about to say
dead.
Jeff Bridges
Sorry.
is not dead.
Let me rephrase that. What was his name? I don't know. I don't know what his name was in the show, but yeah, he's dead. Anyway, I liked the second one, Daft Punk soundtrack. That was pretty good. I always like some good Daft Punk. Anyway, that's that. Don't know if it's going to be an actual movie or maybe like a Disney Plus series or something. They haven't really.
Well, I'm not going to watch it unless I absolutely have to. So,
well, good news. It's on the list.
What do you mean it's on the list?
Oh, it's sci-fi. It's on the list.
Ugh.
And if it's not, it will be.
I hate you.
Uh-huh.
What else you got?
All right. So this is breaking news. Annie Wershing, died today, January 29th, 2023, of cancer. She was 45. So
sad.
Annie Wershing, she played the Borg Queen on Picard season 2.
Oh, okay.
She was also in 24 and Timeless, and she voiced Tess in The Last of Us in the video game.
Okay.
So,
well, that's sad.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Apparently, she was diagnosed with the cancer. Don't know what cancer it was, but she was diagnosed with the cancer in 2020. So, like, she was dealing with it in the middle of filming Picard.
Oh, that had to have been rough.
Yeah, had to. But hey, good on her.
Yeah.
So, warm wishes to condolences and all that kind of good stuff to the family. Apparently, there's a GoFundMe page out there to help support the funeral costs and all that kind of fun stuff.
Really?
Yeah. She also played a serial killer in The Rookie. So
never watched The Rookie.
Yeah, I am. It's a Nathan Fillion show, so on TV. I know you don't like watching TV, but
I have limited amounts of time.
You do, and you spend all those limited amounts of time watching crappy shows.
No,
for this show, for this.
Well, yeah, I spend an inordinate amount of time watching some shit movies for this and your show. Yeah.
Hey, look, you choose them. I can't help it.
What do you mean I choose them? I don't choose the ones on here. In fact, most of the stuff on the list that's crappy, I didn't put on there. So,
well, it's Red just coming back to stick it to us.
I don't think you can blame it on Red.
No. Okay, fine. We'll blame it on James.
I think a lot of those have your name next to them.
All of mine would have been porn related.
Oh my God. You got anything else?
No, not really.
Right.
I had some space news, but I bumped it for this heartbreaking breaking news.
Gotcha.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, how about a pod crawl?
Only if it is upbeat and gets my spirits going.
Well, let's do it anyway.
Okay.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
We are back in the jungle, but this time it's a Los Angeles jungle where war has broken out between two rival drug cartels and the city streets are the war zone. Sergeant Murtaugh is taking a leave of absence from homicide to play a disgruntled lieutenant in narcotics as the police are in a standoff shootout with one of the cartels. Murtaugh takes a play out of Riggs' book and smashes a car straight into the middle of the fight, and proving that he's really not too old for this shit, he takes half the gang out in seconds. The rest of the gang retreat upstairs where they have a special guest waiting for them. A new predator is on planet looking for a hunt and watch this scene play out. He slaughters the gang and watches Murtaugh as he tries to piece the clues together. Later, Murtaugh gets chewed out for disobeying orders because in this movie he's a rebel, and takes on a new team member to replace one that died or retired or went to work at Wendy's. Private Hudson's great-grandfather is Police Detective Jerry Lambert, and he specializes in bad jokes, ball trauma, bad police work, and sister fucking. Later, the Predator, not wanting to leave things unbalanced, crashes the other rival cartel's torture party and slaughters them as well. Murtaugh and gang go to investigate against orders since the cartel stuff is now a Fed matter headed up by AOL sales rep posing as DEA agent Keys. Keys tells Murtaugh to fuck off, and Murtaugh tells Lambert to keep tabs on Keys. That night, one of Murtaugh's guys gets butchered by the Predator as he's sneaking around the crime scene, and the Predator starts to obsess over Murtaugh. Murtaugh heads to one of the rival cartel's holy men to get some spiritual advice, and store brand Dr. John tells him he's fighting a ghost. After Murtaugh leaves, the ghost comes and kills the witch doctor and uses his skull for smoothies. Fast forward a bit, Murtaugh leaves a police badge in the middle of a cemetery for any schmuck to take while the Predator stalks him from the bushes and leaves him trinkets like a cat leaving a dead bird at the foot of the bed. The rest of Murtaugh's squad is killed by the Predator in the subway and Murtaugh gets kidnapped by Keys' goons as he's chasing the Predator down. Keys has a plan though. They irradiated a slaughterhouse and have fancy stay cool suits so the Predator can't see them. Then they turn on black lights, and all of the radiation they sprayed in the warehouse will cause the Predator to glow, neutralizing his invisibility cloak. Then they will make a Predator pop out of it and do science to it. Murtaugh thinks this is a horrible idea, and it is because they forgot to cool off the giant UV spotlights they are using, so their fancy stay cool suits are useless. Key's squad is wiped out in short order by the Predator and Murtaugh goes in with just a pistol and shotgun to take on something that doesn't seem to care about bullets. But Murtaugh is able to strip some of the armor off the Predator and opens up with his shotgun, wounding the dreadlocked alien. But of course it's not dead, and it throws Murtaugh away like a rag doll when Keys shows up trying to Mr. Freeze the thing. The Predator cuts Keys in half with its frisbee while Murtaugh gets the fuck out of Dodge. The Predator follows, but they almost fall to their doom, with the Predator holding onto Murtaugh for dear life. Murtaugh cuts its arm off with the frisbee, and the Predator falls into an adjacent apartment building. It cooks some hobo blue meth in a bathroom to rub on its wound while Murtaugh fumblefucks his way off the roof. Murtaugh chases the Predator down to its ship in the sewers, and they have their final battle that consists of a bunch of swinging arms and grunting, so basically how Rob imagines what sex is like. Murtaugh finally guts the Predator with the frisbee, a bunch more Predators appear out of nowhere and one gives Murtaugh an old musket, because reasons, and roll Murtaugh almost getting cooked as the Predator ship blasts off into the next movie 14 years later, credits.
All right, so 1990s Predator 2, the follow-up to the original movie that starred Arnold in Predator. So we've moved from the jungles of South America to the jungles of Los Angeles, because, you know, Los Angeles is known for its jungles.
And
yeah. So what did you think?
First off, I didn't realize this was a 90s flick. It seemed like it should have been like late 80s. But I guess when it gets filmed, it was late 80s, but still.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been filmed in probably, late 88,
89.
early 89, and then released in 90. Yeah.
Yeah. But it has all the action films of that era's DNA all over it.
Right. Much like the warehouse that they sprayed full of DNA so that they could use black lights to shine on the predator. Sure.
Yeah. And then, bad cliche puns and chauvinistic dudes and girls that, are supposed to look hot.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And all its fine glory.
So classic 90s. Yep.
Classic 90s. This isn't my favorite Predator movie.
What's your favorite Predator movie?
Oof. So I think the first one was pretty decent.
First one was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, it kind of dragged, but it wasn't too bad.
No. And then, that's it.
That's it.
No. Well, because I haven't really watched, so I haven't watched Prey. And I haven't watched, I have watched Predators, but it's been a long time. That's the third film.
Funny enough, I watched Predator 2 today, right? And then a couple hours later on TV, Predators came on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, so I've watched Predators. I thought Predators was pretty decent.
I caught the first half hour of it, and it looked like it blew balls. Yeah, it was just, the setup for that fucking movie is a bunch of people get dropped into the fucking jungle. That's the entire fucking setup.
Of a different planet.
Well, yeah, but they don't even know that yet. They're just in a fucking jungle. They're just falling to earth with a parachute that they can't, open themselves, and they fall into the fucking jungle.
Yeah. I haven't seen The Predator, the one from 2018. We don't talk about Alien versus Predator.
Why?
Well, because those are like they're crossovers. And I mean, come on, a Predator movie in Antarctica. How the hell is your, and then they team up together? That's just weird.
It kind of was weird, but it was the first Alien and the first Predator film that we had seen in a while. Well, we'd seen a few Alien films since then. Or before then, but we hadn't seen a Predator film since Predator 2 in 1990, and it was 2004 when Alien versus Predator came out. So,
right,
it was kind of interesting to see the Predator again, and you knew that the Predator was part of the Alien universe because in what was it? Yeah, it was in the original Predator. They showed a xenomorph skeleton in the ship, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then I think in this one, it was quick, and I didn't go back to look at it, but I think in this one they had a xenomorph skull on the dude's trophy wall.
Well, I kind of saw like a xenomorph skeleton that was like etched into the wall as like decoration, but I didn't see the actual skeleton.
Yeah, it looked like one. It was on the right side. It was kind of a quick, and you miss it because they quickly panned down to the human skull. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the CGI in this was,
it was better than it was in Predator, but they didn't use it all that much in Predator.
Right.
And it was
here they used it, but it was like they couldn't decide how they were going to make the Predator be invisible.
Right.
Sometimes it was layered lines. Sometimes it was just like an outline.
Right.
And then apparently when the Predator uses his weapons, they become visible, but only for us.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that either. Yeah, he's using his weapons and you just see this glove and the rest of them's like invisible.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is that visible now? I mean, or he pulls out his spear and his spear is like hovering in space and people just still are wondering where the fuck he's.
Where is he?
The spear's right there. Why don't you shoot in the direction of the spear?
Yeah. Or hey, this dude is like lifted up in midair.
Right.
Let's shoot 90 degrees from that.
Right.
So there was some, and then apparently he's bulletproof.
Well, yeah, I mean,
not.
The armor is bulletproof. I can see the armor being bulletproof, and he had to get the armor off of him.
When did the armor come off of him? I don't remember armor ever coming off of his chest.
Well, the armor came off. He didn't have any armor on when he was when he shot him with the shotgun in the slaughterhouse.
Right. He didn't have any armor, but I don't remember ever seeing armor on him before that. Of course, he was always invisible.
Yeah, for the most part, he was invisible. But yeah, he had armor on.
Oh. Now, this is the first one. This is the first one where we see the face, right?
No, we saw the face in Predator 2.
Did we?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. Okay.
Pretty sure we saw the face in Predator. Yeah, because he took his mask off, and that's one of the kind of inconsistencies from Predator and this movie is the mask is what allows them to see in infrared. It wasn't a
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Ingrained ability. It wasn't their actual sight. When they didn't have their mask on, they saw in just this kind of red hue. And they didn't see much detail. So it was the mask that actually allowed them to see in detail. Because if you'll remember in Predator, whenever he didn't have his mask on, when he was fighting Arnold at the end, he couldn't see shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, Arnold was also lubed up with mud.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he got through.
Heat.
Yeah. That's how he got past the infrared.
Yeah. Yeah. But they've learned since then. They got UV and what else? He had a couple of different. No,
it was still all just
modes.
Infrared, but I think it was just different infrared modes.
Yeah.
Because if they had actually done what they said that they did in that slaughterhouse, he would have seen nothing but like static if he had switched over to UV. And those lights that they had would have been super bright.
Yeah. So there's some weird mode that changed those black lights to
I think it was probably like a really sensitive infrared, and so he was catching the heat that came off of the spotlights that they had on their shoulders.
Okay. All right. So what'd you think of this particular show?
It was okay. I mean, honestly, it was a straight up like 90s action flick is what it was.
Yeah.
It just had the Predator in it.
Yeah, and I don't think Danny Glover is the right person for this.
No? You don't think so?
I wasn't convinced. In terms of motivation or whatever, he didn't convince me that this is something that he would do. It's just like, dude, you seem like one of those ones that would send Bill Paxton in to go, guns blazing, not you.
Well, what would you have thought about maybe Patrick Swayze playing the role?
Possibly.
Or what about Steven Seagal?
No, because I don't want to see Steven Seagal do it, because then we would just see kung fu. He would have karate chopped the Predator or something. I mean,
he would have slap fighted the Predator.
Yeah, they would have been doing slap fighting, and you hear the, he does his own sound effects. But you know what? I would have watched it. but only if he kept the ponytail.
Only if he was rocking the ponytail at this time.
Yeah.
So this was kind of in Steven Seagal's heyday too. So he had the ponytail. This was oh man, I'm trying to think of Steven Seagal movies that came out around this time. What was that one? He was on the ship and Erica Eleniak was popping out of the cake.
Oh, that was Hunt for the Red October.
That was not Hunt for the Red October. That was with Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. That was a Jack Ryan movie.
Under Siege. Under Siege. It was Under Siege.
Under Siege.
That was close.
Yes, that's it. Under
That was
Siege.
close.
Yeah,
Which
you
one am I
were
thinking about?
way close.
No, which one am I
basically,
thinking of?
I get those two movies confused all the time.
Executive Order. That's the one that I was thinking of, where Steven Seagal's in it for a hot minute and then he blows up, trying to get into the plane.
Have I seen Executive Order?
I want to say it's Executive Order. I'm pretty sure. He's in the movie starts out where like the president has taken or whatever, and so Steven Seagal and his group.
Executive Decision.
Executive Decision. Okay, that was close. But yeah, the umbilical cord decompresses and he gets ripped out and dies. So
yeah. Oh yeah, that had Kurt Russell in it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
When did that come out? 96. So yeah, Steven Seagal was not quite as popular at that point.
Yeah. I don't think he's really that popular now.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah. 1990. Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill. I remember that one. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Marked for Death also came out.
Yeah.
And then,
I remember that one.
The only thing he had prior to that was Above the Law.
Above the Law.
Film-wise.
Oh, yeah. I remember Above the Law, too. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that,
when did Under Siege come out?
Under Siege came out in 92.
Okay, 92. So it was shortly after that.
Yeah. And then Under Siege on Deadly Ground. Let's do a train heist type deal.
No, Under Siege, Dark Territory.
2. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Yeah. On Deadly Ground was the one he did in between the two. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. He didn't.
Under Siege on a Train.
Under Siege on a Train.
But yeah, this is just a 90s action flick is all it is.
It is.
And it just has the Predator as the bad guy.
And it's not really much action in terms of with the main characters. All the action is happening with secondary characters.
Yeah, secondary characters getting slaughtered. And that's one of the major kind of critiques that I have with the Predator series is you have these aliens that are coming down to hunt, but they're hunting with, just absolutely every advantage. They have far superior technology. It's like seal clubbing is basically what they're doing. They're coming down to Earth to seal club shit.
Yeah.
Especially that one Predator who gave Murtaugh a fucking musket. They were coming down and doing this shit during musket times.
1716.
Well,
actually,
what the fuck is the challenge in that?
Prior to that, because Prey was cowboys and Indians, right? So
cowboys and Indians would have been later than 1716. That would have been around 1850s.
Oh, I'm sorry. Prey was in 1719. So, yeah, about the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking it was a little bit further back. Caveman times. Who knows?
Caveman times.
Yeah. What did they do before humans were here? Did they just did they hunt like mammoths?
I don't know.
Or saber-toothed tigers?
Honestly, it's kind of dumb. The
movie? Yeah, it is.
the advantage that they have over the stuff that they're hunting. It's
right.
It's not a challenge.
So The first one made a little bit of sense in that Arnold could get away because, like, you know, he's supposedly a commando kind of guy, and he outsmarted him by, you know, getting in mud and that kind of deal. This one was just straight up stupidity. Murtaugh outsmarted the Predator by acting like he was hurt, and then when he got closer, he shot the shit out of him. I mean, that's just, you know, stupid.
And how does the Predator talk? How is the Predator able to make like speech noises?
Right. So at first I thought it was because he was recording everything.
Yeah.
And so he was recording it. But no, apparently he's also able to talk back.
With his vagina mouth.
With his, which I thought was kind of funny. I forgot I forgot about that comment. But yeah, I don't know. There's no lips. How do you make the P sound or whatever?
Yeah, or the M in motherfucker. Yeah,
yeah.
The F in motherfucker.
Other ucker.
Other ucker.
Yeah, or what is it? Tough shit. Is that he also said that?
Or want some candy.
Want some candy. Well, did he say that? I thought that was the kid. I thought that was a recording kid. No, he said it. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it whenever he was killing Paxton's character.
Yeah.
Want some candy?
Want some candy. Which apparently that's what predators do. They record everything and they try to figure out the best one-liner that they possibly can.
Yeah, and that wasn't a very good one-liner.
Right before their kill.
Now, what I want to see is the Predator movie with him in a white van, you know, handing out candy to people that he's wanting to kill. That would be hunting.
It would be. It would be. Why is LA always like under siege?
Well, this is the LA of the future. So this was 1997 LA. So because this was 10 years after the events of Predator.
Mm-hmm.
And so Predator happened in 87. Mm-hmm. So this was 1997. And this was, I guess, their worry of increasing crime rates and what was going to happen in 1997. I don't know. It was kind of dumb.
Very dumb. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, hell, you go and then you go into the police station and it's like a freaking riot inside the police station.
I know.
What the hell? That just it was so 90s. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it really was.
Very, very, very bad. But I don't have much good things to say about this. Let me check my notes here real quick.
There were a lot of caricatures of characters in this. I mean, the rival drug cartels were basically caricatures of gangs and stuff.
Yep. Mexicans versus the Jamaicans?
No, it was Colombians.
I'm sorry, Colombians versus the Jamaicans?
Christ.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was thinking it was the Mexican cartel is what I was thinking.
Right. No, it was the Colombians versus the Jamaicans.
Who apparently do their own stuff when they're at war.
Right.
They get all coked out because that's what you want to do.
Yeah, so you see this Colombian drug lord's apartment, and it's all decked out in like Aztec decorations and shit. And then the Jamaicans are a caricature of voodoo. So there were just some really weird design choices in this movie.
Yeah.
That were kind of distracting.
Very distracting. Almost as distracting as the unnecessary attachments that everybody had on their pistols.
God, yes. Oh my God. Can you imagine how much those fucking weapons would have weighed? I mean, they had these huge fucking scopes and lasers and all this other shit on there.
Yeah. Cause it looks cool.
God.
The prop department, they're going, what can we do? What can we
stick on this gun to make it look dumb?
Yeah. Wait. So this pistol is too light, not enough firepower. So let's get the big thing. Oh, yeah, but that doesn't look tough enough. Let's put a scope on a shotgun.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Because you're going to do some long range shooting with a shotgun.
Oh, heck yeah, baby.
It's a sniper shotgun. That's what it is. Yeah.
I've got one in my closet right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it makes a little more sense than a sniper pistol, I guess, or or a little less sense.
Yeah. 'Cause I shoot womp rats from 90 yards away with my shotgun.
Yeah.
All because of the scope.
Fucking laser mods and those fucking scopes. Oh my God.
Like one of them had a flashlight on it, which is fine. I mean, that seems okay. But then you had one that had a red dot laser sight on it, and then another one that had a scope on it. I mean, what are you gonna put that up to your eye and then start shooting?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. And then just the way that they went about trying to like clear rooms was ridiculous. Waving the gun around so badly. I mean, it's like he goes up the stairs and he turns one direction. It's like, okay, but what about the landing that you just completely forgot about?
Right.
Oh, now it's clear. Well, yeah, it's clear because we don't want you to get shot.
Right. You've got plot armor. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. This was very 90s, and it really shows, and not in the good way. It's not good 90s.
Yeah. It's tons of explosions. It's lots of gunfire and gunplay and lots of blood. You got your boobs though.
Oh God. And
full
crotch.
frontal too. Yeah.
And some crotch. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we had unnecessary explosions. You know, we got a gunfight in the middle of a street with apparently everybody and their mom covering it while bullets fly. And then just when the hero shows up, then they decide, hey, you know what? Let's use this grenade launcher. Why didn't they use that at the beginning? The firefight would have been over.
Yeah, I know.
Right. No. Oh, everybody retreat. Now we need to get the belt-fed rifle that we have stashed. Let's get that one loaded because we're going to need that. I
thought it was really funny the scene in the subway where the gang members tried to hold that one dude up and he pulls out a pistol. And then he's waving it around and they take it away from him. And then everybody else on the car pulls out their pistol and points it at them. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, 1997, everybody's got to have a pistol to protect themselves. Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad that when they hit the e-brake after going through like 4 cars.
Right.
That it was able to stop next to a platform.
Right. Why were the lights strobing?
Dramatic effect.
Okay. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense that they would have been strobing on the actual plane.
Subway car, you mean?
Or subway car. I don't know why I said plane. Yeah. That's what you're...
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So I didn't remember this movie very well originally. But I did know that the feds were going to be kind of sort of the bad guy on top of the Predator, or the feds were going to get in the way. And the way I knew it is because they showed up in a helicopter and they all had matching uniforms.
Right. Yeah, when he introduced himself as DEA, I was like, he's not DEA.
No.
He's got an AOL tie on.
Yeah. Yeah, but they all had khakis and a
windbreaker
shirt. Yeah. I forgot Adam Baldwin was in this.
Adam Baldwin was in this?
Yes, you didn't see he was the dude inside the truck.
Yeah. So when I hear Adam Baldwin, I think one of the Baldwin brothers, and
you think of the other not so great Baldwins.
They're not so great Baldwins.
Because the Adam Baldwin is the best.
The best.
Jane is the best.
Yeah. I'd forgotten he was in here as well.
He got around in the 90s. I didn't realize that. He played quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, what was he doing in the 90s? So he did
90s,
Predator 2.
Yeah.
Let's see, Radio
Full Metal
Flyer.
Jacket just before that in 87.
He was in Full Metal Jacket?
Apparently, he was Sergeant Animal Mother.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that. I don't remember him in Full Metal Jacket. Interesting. Yeah, I remember him in Wyatt Earp. Independence Day, I remember him there.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriot, I remember him there. That was 2000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has a lot of like little things that he does.
Yeah, he's never really been a main actor. I mean, he was kind of a...
Well, he was always a TV guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Very
he did a
much.
lot of TV, didn't he?
He did lots of TV. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 titles on his TV credits for the 90s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Firefly came shortly after the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, not much to talk about in this. It's 90s, it's action, it's, not a lot of plot. Don't go in this for a deep thought-provoking plot.
Well, no, it's a lot of fumbling around. I mean, you couldn't even follow how they were following the breadcrumbs.
Right.
I mean, it was, yeah.
Well, the only reason they were able to track the Predator is because the Predator was always around. He was stalking Danny Glover's character. He was stalking Murtaugh.
Why?
I guess he liked the cut of Murtaugh's jib. I mean, I'm not going to judge.
Yeah, but no, there's no reason for it, but okay. Oh, this guy, he just goes barreling through during a firefight. He's worthy of my attention. But I need to murder everybody else first.
Right. I'm going to murder everything around him first. And then I'm going to woo him.
Yeah. I mean, how did the feds know that the Predator was there in the first place?
I guess they tracked him somehow. Because they had set up those antennas all over the city, they said. After the fact, but I mean, maybe they detected the ship coming in and landing in LA.
Maybe.
That was a small ship. Where did all those other fucking Predators come from?
Their own ships.
Where were their fucking ships?
Well, one was probably in the jungle. One was down in Antarctica. A couple of them were picking up dudes to take off world. Standard stuff. And apparently they live for a long time. I just thought about that because that one had one from 1917 or 1719 to 1716.
1716, yeah.
Yeah. You would assume, unless that wasn't like a family heirloom, you would assume that was from his kill.
You would assume, yeah.
And apparently when, you get a trophy from a kill, which doesn't make sense that guy would give one of his trophies to the dude. Why didn't he give to Murtaugh? Why didn't he give one of the other Predators, the one he killed? Why didn't they give him one of those trophies?
Right. Or one of the weapons.
Here, you get to keep the Frisbee.
Right. Here. It's your Frisbee now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You earned it.
You earned it. Well, I mean, he does have himself a nice new salad fork.
That's true.
Too.
Made of elements that haven't been discovered by humans, but it's incredibly light.
Incredibly light, and we can magnify it 100,000 times.
150,000
times more than the normal microscope.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's instantaneous. You put it in this shaky kiln, and boom,
it's done. Yeah,
it's done.
But it's super light.
Focusing. Yep, no focusing necessary.
Yep. But it's super light and made of elements that we haven't discovered, and we've discovered
that's how it's light.
Right. And we've discovered elements from 1 to 100 and something.
Mm-hmm.
And elements get heavier the higher the number. So,
Well, elements that we know of. We haven't discovered these elements. They're space elements. They're alien elements.
but that's not how physics works.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that element is like element number like 5.6.
5.6.
Yeah.
So there's elements in between elements.
Right. Well, yeah, because we haven't discovered them yet.
So partial elements, fractional elements.
No, they're whole elements.
Whole
They're
elements, but
Yeah,
they've
we
got
just-
fractional electron counts.
Well, we gotta shoehorn them in there somewhere, right? So we're just naming it 5.6.
Okay. If you say so.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Final thoughts.
I hope our next one's better.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd pick better movies,
Well, I honestly, we had just talked about this, so I think you just decided, hey, let's do it
look,
as like a funny gag or something. And guess what? It wasn't funny.
this, I swear to God, was picked randomly.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Shut up. You got a haiku for us this week?
I do. And I had to chuckle with your pod crawl
How
because
so?
of this haiku. This one is titled Missing Partner. Riggs is on vacation. Predator infestation. Too old for this shit.
Yeah. Did you see how many different Lethal Weapon characters were in this movie?
Oh gosh, it's ridiculous.
So we have Danny Glover, who played Murtaugh. We have
Yeah.
Gary Busey, who was in the original Lethal Weapon as
Yeah.
The Heavy's like right hand man.
Mhm.
And then we have the lieutenant from the Lethal Weapon series, or Captain. He eventually, I guess, moved up to Captain, but Captain what's his face, and he played the SWAT sergeant at the very beginning of this movie.
Right. Yeah. The you can't go in there, but then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, let's back them up.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like they were just like, hey guys, let's go do this movie now.
Yeah, we did Lethal Weapons 1 and 2. We've got a break before the next one. Let's do this one instead.
Yeah. Who's in? Not me. All right. Well, guess what, Danny? You're gonna headline this bad boy.
All right, you got any awards this week?
I'm supposed to.
You're supposed to?
I'm supposed to have awards.
You
yeah.
are. Do you have any?
I do.
All right. Who's got your black lung?
I gave it to King Willie's drivers.
King Willie's drivers, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave it to King Willie's goons towards the beginning whenever they were at the Colombian drug cartels or drug lord's house.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they were smoking it up in there too.
Smoking the fat blunts.
Yep.
Those are huge blunts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who's got your head lush?
So there really wasn't any drinking that
Yes, there
I
was.
saw. There was?
Oh yeah.
Where was the drinking?
I'll let you know whenever I give you mine.
Well,
I'm not
thanks.
doing your homework for you.
Well, hey, look. Sometimes I need to copy. So
So they were in a bar at one point when Bill Paxton's character.
yeah, but I didn't see. Did they grab a drink?
They were both drinking. In fact, Bill Paxton downed his before he went to go hit on his sister.
Yeah. Look, I blacked out at that point. Head lush is going to Doc Cottle. No, Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson. Yeah.
Starbuck. Yeah.
Yeah. So mine is going to go to Lambert, Bill Paxton's character, for downing the drink before going to hit on his sister.
Perfect.
All right. Player.
I'm giving it to the drug dude that was getting it on in the penthouse.
Okay. Mine's going to Bill Paxton's character Lambert for hitting on his sister at a bar.
Okay.
Purple Hippo.
You know what? I'm going to give it to the 90s in general for wanting to put attachments on everything.
So the 90s for gun attachments, yeah.
Gun attachments. No, Purple Hippo. You know, I'm going to give it to Busey and his goons for thinking spraying the place down with semen was the right way to do it.
Well, if you want something to glow under a black light, how else are you going to do that?
I don't know.
I mean, your bedroom glows like daytime under a black light. So
I'm in here right now with the lights off, and I can see just fine.
Yeah, sure you can.
Radioactive semen.
I'm sure you can. Yeah. So mine is going to go to Murtaugh for basically having an alien stalker and having to fight him off. So much that, the stalker kills everybody around you, and you eventually have to kill the stalker to get him off your junk.
Yeah, look, no means no, people.
That's right.
But he really wanted it.
Oh my God.
He asked for it.
Oh my God. All right. Well, are you ready for the next movie that we're going to do?
Maybe. What's the next one?
All right, so we discussed this before.
Did we?
We did. So Picard is coming up in a couple of weeks. We not next episode, but the episode after that, we will start our Picard season 3 coverage.
Okay.
But before we're going to do that,
stop. Oh, were you not doing random?
No, I'm not.
Oh. Crap.
Before we do that, we are going to discuss the movie where a former cop turned street hustler accidentally uncovers a conspiracy in Los Angeles in 1999.
What the hell is wrong with us in 99?
That's right.
90s.
It is the follow-up to Predator 2. It is Predator 3. No, sorry. It's not Predator 3. No, it's 1995's Strange Days.
Strange Days?
Yeah, starring Ralph Fiennes, Angela Bassett, and Juliette Lewis.
All right. I've never seen this.
Oh, I have. Several times. It's a good movie.
So, if I disagree with you and this ends up being a shit show, it's your fault because you picked it.
It is. I picked this movie, but it's not a shit show. I've seen it several times.
Look, I mean, we could have watched anything else, but no, you picked this.
What were you wanting?
I don't know. I wanted to see it go random, and then we'd get something stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know why we would have gotten something stupid?
Because you're stupid. You're a dumb head.
No, because you put a bunch of stupid shit on the list.
Look, there is nothing stupid about Nazis from space.
That is one of Red's favorite movies, yeah.
It is. Yeah, I am waiting for that damn thing to come up because I haven't seen it and I don't want to see it until it comes up because I want to take it with fresh virgin eyes.
You know who wrote this movie, Strange Days?
Red?
No.
James Cameron.
Yes.
Seriously?
Seriously. I just noticed that.
Well, this one didn't make $2 billion.
No, it didn't make $2 billion. I don't think it did too bad though.
Well, we'll find out next time.
We will find out next time. That's all we've got for this week. Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambos. Podcrawl music is Snack Mix by Machette. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord. Or you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Patreon. And make sure to visit Gonna Geek for more great shows at GonnaGeek.com. For this week, I'm Jason.
The 90s brought us great lines such as, "They are bleeding out, man. We need to go now. They're gonna die."
We'll talk to you next episode.